Welcome to our channel Learn and Apply. In our today's tutorial, we will discuss theory of change ToC. In this tutorial, we will guide you the step-by-step process on how to develop ToC with practical examples from various sectors such as education, health, DRR, wash protection. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon for more tutorial. Already uploaded numerous video tutorial in this series. If you haven't watched these videos, links are given in the description. Visit my channel, you will find proper playlist of relevant contents on each subject. Let's get started by understanding what a ToC is. A theory of change is a methodology used for planning, participation, and evaluation. It evaluates problems and defines long-term goals. It is basically a powerful tool to help individuals and organizations understand their path to achieving desired outcomes. Why we need to use theory of change? Basically, using a ToC helps clarify the steps needed to reach your goals, improve stakeholder engagement, and provide a framework for monitoring and evaluation. It ensures that all activities are aligned with the desired outcome. Basically, a framework of a problem, barriers, and how to address that problem, whether it's related to an organization, a sector, or a business. Developing a ToC involves several key steps. Step number one is to identify problems, conduct mapping, and identify the root causes of the problem. Identify interventions to address the problem. Define assumptions. Develop indicators. Define outcomes and long-term goals. These are the key steps to develop theory of change ToC. We will discuss these in detail along with examples for different sectors. Let me show you a simple example. A theory of change is based on a problem. The first step is identifying the key problem that needs to be addressed. For example, low students literacy rates in rural communities. If this is the problem, then we need identifying the underlying cause of the problem. Why there is a low students literacy rates in rural communities? Basically, when you are developing ToC, it needs a lot of brainstorming and discussion with project team, stakeholders, etc. So when you identify the problem, then you need to identify the root cause. For example, here in this case, our problem is low student literacy rates. The root cause is poor teacher training, lack of educational material, and low community engagement. When you identify the root causes, then you need to identify the intervention activities to address these root causes. For poor teacher training, here we are proposing an activity to conduct teacher training workshops. Lack of educational material, so distribute textbooks. And low community engagement, so we need to do activities like run community engagement programs. We identified the problem, then the root cause. Here we are proposing intervention activities. After that, the outcomes, that if these activities are implemented, so the outcome would be improved teaching methods, availability of educational resources, and increased students' attendance. And here you also need to describe assumptions that support the belief that the interventions will lead to the desired changes. For example, in this case, teachers will effectively apply the training, students will attend regularly, and textbooks will be utilized. This is the problem, these are the root causes, these are my activities, and these are my outcomes. If teacher effectively apply the training, if students attend regularly, and if textbooks are properly utilized. And then comes the indicators, the measurable outcomes. You will need to specify how you will measure progress toward your intermediate outcome, how you will measure your progress towards these activities. In this example, improvement in student literacy test score, increased teacher performance, and then comes the long-term goal impact. If this is the problem and these are the indicators, so my ultimate goal would be improved literacy rates in rural areas. The problem was low student literacy rates. So if all these steps are properly followed, we can achieve this long-term goal, which is improved literacy rates in rural areas. Here are some examples of ToCs for different sectors. All these materials are available in the folder for which the link is given in the description of the video. You can use a template like this, which starts from problem statements and then root cause, intervention, assumptions, indicators, intermediate outcomes, and long-term impact. You can use this template, starts from the bottom with problem statement and ends at the top with goal. Or you can also use this template which starts from the problem. So here the problem statement is at the bottom, and in this case the problem statement is at the top, and then root cause is intervention, assumptions, indicators, preconditions. We will use the templates in which the problem is at the bottom and then it goes to root causes and up to the long-term impact. So here is an example for education sector. Problem statement, low students literacy rates, and then it goes to the root causes, intervention, assumptions, indicators, outcomes, and long-term goals. Here is an example for health sector. It starts with a problem statement, high maternal mortality rates, and then the root cause is lack of access to skill, birth attendance, inadequate prenatal and postnatal care, etc. And then these are the interventions. Here are assumptions and the indicators, outcomes, and impact. You can pause the video and read it in detail. Here is an example for water sector. The problem statement is poor access to clean water and sanitation facilities in remote communities. And these are the root causes, then the relevant interventions to address the root causes and the assumptions and measurable outcomes, indicators, outcomes, and impact. Here is an example for protection sector. Starts with the problem statement, high rates of child exploitation and abuse in urban slums, and then the root causes, the relevant interventions, the assumptions, indicators, outcomes, and impact. Here is an example for DRR. Starts with a problem, high vulnerability to natural disasters, and then the root causes, the activities, assumptions, indicators, outcomes, and impact. You can also use these types of templates with problem statement here and then the preconditions, activities, intervention, and leading to the long-term goal. Here is another template, inputs, outputs, outcome, impact. On this side are assumption and risks, and here are some approaches. This is also one of the template that you can use. You will find this document also in the folder Theory of Change, a practical guide to theory development. You can also use a simple template like this, problem and then the challenges, barriers, and what could be the target, solution, intervention, and the outcome. You can also use a template like this. There are different if statements like if strategic evidence-based advocacy and communication on the situation of girls and boys in Pakistan, especially the most vulnerable, is increased. If strategic advocacy and communication on scalable, sustainable, and different if statements are there. So you can use these type of template also. You can also use a template like this. Here are activities, objectives, the relevant outcome, and then the goal. or you can use this template also. Here are the different inputs, outputs, outcome, and then the impact. This is also a theory of change development guide by USAID. This document is also available in the material folder. These are also some of the templates that you can use. Process is the same, just templates are different, and the way you want to visualize that. Here are some tips for effective ToC development. You will need to involve stakeholders in the process to ensure buy-in and diverse perspectives. Be flexible and ready to adapt your ToC as circumstances changes. Use visual aids such as diagrams to clearly map out your ToC like this one. Theory of change is a critical tool for strategic planning and evaluation. By following the steps outlined in this tutorial, you can develop a clear and effective ToC for your project or businesses across various sectors. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more tutorial. If you have any questions or need further assistance, leave a comment below. Also, feel free to leave any feedback or suggestions for topic you would like us to cover in our future tutorial. Have a great day. See you in the next video. Already uploaded numerous video tutorial in this series like monitoring, evaluation, result-based management, how to improve your skills, how to develop project proposal in response to TOR. Similarly, how to conduct needs assessment, situation analysis, and baseline studies. If you haven't watched these videos, links are given in the description. And if you want to learn data analysis, Excel, Access, and other skill, visit my channel. You will find proper playlist of relevant contents on each subject.